Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I am Adam. We are back, and Manchester United were back in action today against Wayne Rooney's Derby County, getting a 2-1 win for Facundo, Pellistri, Tahith, Chong amongst the goal scorers and amongst the bright sparks for Manchester United. We are also hearing news about Raphael Varane potentially joining Manchester United, and that one being closer. And could United be on the verge of getting ahead of Barcelona and Liverpool and signing Saul Niguez from Atletico Madrid? We will be discussing all those things right here at AdamMcKola TV, so make sure you're keeping it locked, you're liking, commenting, sharing, and of course subscribing. Get hitting that subscribe button right now. We recently hit 110,000 subscribers. Thank you very much for being a part of it. Now, if you're not subscribed, I want you to help me hit the next target, which is 125, a nice quarter of a century closer to 200k. Get hitting that subscribe button right now if you're not subscribed. And of course, while we're debating these different topics, get your thoughts in on all of them in the comments below. So we're discussing that game, and Facundo Pellistri with a wonderful goal for Manchester United proved to be the winner in the end. It did put Manchester United 2-0 up after Tahith Chong had scored in the first half. It's a good goal from Tahith Chong. A little bit of luck in a deflection coming off him. It looked like it maybe could have been given for handball. I thought it hit him around here, but there wasn't any VAR or anything, and he got the rebound and got it in the net. It was a good run by him. Good goal as well, especially after a good loan move for him in the summer. His last season, sorry. He's obviously sealed a move to Birmingham City. He'll be joining them later on in the summer when Manchester United get more of their players back into pre-season training. So I think it's a good move for him being part of this Manchester United squad. And he showed today, he showed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer what he can do and what he could potentially be doing for Birmingham City. Big move for him that obviously did well in Germany and now going to a club in the Championship where hopefully he can do well, potentially push on, potentially come back to Manchester United with a little bit more experience. And that Championship is a rough learning ground for any players, and I think if he can get through that with a little bit of bumps and scraps but still playing his football, I think he'll be coming back to Manchester United a much better player. Facundo Pellistri, another player who could be heading out on loan later on in the summer when Manchester United get their players back. Fantastic goal from him. He sent the keeper to the shop. He looked like he was going to hit it in the right hand corner for him, but he rolled it under his feet and then took it with his left foot, scored the goal in the left corner. Fantastic finish, fantastic composure by the young man, and it was a great run. It was a good cameo from him in the second half, and I thought he did really well. Another one of those bright sparks, and Tom Heaton, who made his first appearance since returning to the club with some good saves in there, and he'll be feeling much happier as well for getting a game under his belt. The goal we conceded was a bouting goal from Colin Kazim-Richards, although Lee Grant probably will be disappointed to have conceded from there. But it was a good game for United in real difficult heat. We've had one of the hottest days ever. I think it was saying on the news or something like that. They seem to say it every year, but we had a really hot day today, and the players would have got a lot of fitness under their belts. Jesse Lingard looking good, hitting the bar as well. Potentially another player who could be on the move. We still haven't got a whole host of our players back yet. And it'll take a little while to get some of those back who were involved in the Euros, involved in the latter stages, involved in the Copa America. Donny van der Beek and Martial will be back in training next week as well, which is good news for Manchester United. They were obviously given a delayed return, I assume because they were continuing training once the season had ended with the Europa League final. They probably had to work on their injuries and stuff, so they'll probably be given a little extra time. So they'll be back this week for training, which is good news. Now, Raphael Varane is someone we want to see in training for Manchester United very, very soon. And hopefully that can happen. And the news is getting much, much more optimistic for Manchester United fans. Today, we have heard that Manchester United have reached a contractual agreement with Raphael Varane. And all that is needed is an agreement between Real Madrid and Manchester United to finalise the operation. I say today, that's been going on for the last 24 hours or so now. And obviously, we're looking at United just needing to secure a fee with Real Madrid. Now, in the last couple of days in Spain, we have been hearing, from Fabrizio Romano that Manchester United are preparing that bid. And once United are closer to making an official bid that means they're optimistic that it will get accepted, because they've usually been in negotiations, you know, putting unofficial bids in back and forth, trying to get some sort of agreement. Now they might go in with an official bid which is below what Real Madrid wants, but that will just be to put the pressure on, and then maybe they'll get in with that second bid, as we saw with Jadon Sancho as well. Marca covered the story and said that Varane didn't respond to the club's offer of a new contract, and in Spain, on the sale, we're reporting the transfer was imminent. The deal will be closed in the next days for about 50 million euros. And if Manchester United are going to get Raphael Varane for 50 million euros, that is a goddamn bargain. Like, 28 years old. I've seen some people suggesting that means he's finished. That means he's entering what are supposedly his peak, his prime years. And having won as much as he's won already, coming in, he seems like the perfect complement to Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire and Raphael Varane. How many centre-backs are better than them about in the world? Not many are better than them, you know what I mean? A handful that you'd put ahead of them. And for me, they're both top 5, top 6 defenders in the world. And they could be the best partnership about. Now you've got to blend. You know, no one knew Rio and Vidic would be perfect together. You've got to be able to blend, and you've got to be able to form a partnership. But they seem to have the attributes that complement each other. And disregarding, you know, the partnership there, Varane coming into that dressing room with Cavani in the dressing room, hopefully with Pogba still in the dressing room, Bruno Fernandes in the dressing room. Those are some winners. Those are some winners down there. That spine of that team is looking good. And then you've obviously got the likes of Rashford, Greenwood, Martial, you know, all these players that can contribute to the team. Jadon Sancho coming into the mix now. Manchester United's team is beginning to build, and Raphael Varane could be a lovely little addition into that team. Now, is Raphael Varane and Sancho meaning we're going to win the league? No. We'd have to have a little bit of luck with injuries to be able to do that, and they'd really have to tear it up. We'd still one key position away, which is that central midfield position. If we're going to go to the 4-3-3, which had been rumoured, and I'd be delighted to hear those rumours. You've all heard me moaning about United going to a 4-3-3 on here for ages. And there's talk about Saul Niguez from Atletico Madrid potentially coming to United, and this comes in today. This is fresh. I know the Raphael Varane news, I'm reacting to it a bit late, but you're getting to hear my thoughts. I'm obviously reacting to the friendly news, but we're also hearing in Spain that Manchester United have stepped up the battle for Saul Niguez, as Barcelona and Atletico Madrid struggle to find an agreement on the trade that would send Antoine Griezmann the other way. United have taken the lead ahead of Liverpool. Now, El Mundo, who are reporting this, Francesca Aguilar, are reporting that United in negotiations with Jonathan Barnett, who is also Gareth Bale's agent, and I think he's also Eduardo Camavinga's agent as well. So maybe, because United have got tired of Camavinga's head potentially being in Spain or in Paris or whatever, United may have gone, what's going on with Saul? Now, people have different opinions on whether he can come in and form a 4-3-3 and be the 3 with Bruno and Pogba or whatever. But he's a quality midfielder. But I feel like this one's a bit fishy, you know. And I'll tell you why. They obviously have that link with Eduardo Camavinga's agent, which I've just thought about now actually. But my main point when I was prepping this video was, I think this is how do we get Liverpool and Atletico Madrid and Barcelona sorting this shit out. Oh, I know. Let's mention Manchester United. Now, Saul's been linked with United for a long time. We've been linked with Camavinga this window. Like I said before, it looks like maybe, you know, is he looking at other options first, maybe? Not that I'd care, because if PSG can't sign him, Real Madrid can't sign him, and you can get in there and get him now, you do it. But maybe he's thinking, what's over there? And United are thinking, right, what other options have we got? But there is that thing which is telling me all isn't quite as what it seems with this one, and maybe it's something to jog or speed up the process with those other clubs. Just a thought. But if we got Saul, I love saying that name. I love when Michael Buffer says that name. Canelo Saul. Canelo. That's, oh mate, that's so good. Saul, Sancho, and Varane, and Trippier. Mate, I wouldn't even do that on FIFA because it would feel unrealistic. If we did that, 21 is coming. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below on everything we've discussed today. Make sure you keep it locked, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to get out of here for now. But yeah, we'll be back soon. See you in a bit.